Warning! The following podcast contains foul language, politically incorrect comments and humor, erotic content, and Australians. Listener discretion is advised.
You don't have to let it like keep it in, man. You can let it out.
You didn't prepare me for that. Welcome to another episode of It's a Bit Shit, the podcast where we tell you why the thing you consider a holy grail maybe isn't as great as you maybe once presumed it to be. My name is Sam, and joining me this evening is my usual co-hosts Aaron.
Hola.
And Peter.
Hello.
Hello, Peter. And our special guest this evening, who is an expert in the field of film, is the co-founder of Technicolour Horizon production companies, Curtis Lambert? No, I didn't say your last name. Yeah, I did say your last name. I can say your last name. That's okay. Curtis Lambert. I can say Curtis's last name. We can't say our last names. It's okay, guys. I got like scanners. I should say the last name. Let's say the last name. What the fuck am I doing? It's okay. Curtis Lambert.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Now, how did you go with watching Conair?
First time watching it, I was not prepared for the journey. It was an interesting one.
Okay, that's good. All right, shall we get this started?
Yeah, can I just say you have like a really... When you were introducing Curtis, it sounded like that was your sex phone voice.
Oh, nice. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans.
I think you should.
ASMR
No,
OnlyFans.
more old school than that. $2 a minute.
Oh, like a 1-300.
Yeah.
Late night Australian TV. You're like
Yeah.
watching some like show where they make words or
It's
something.
4 a.m. You're 16 years old watching Rage. You've just got your first mobile phone. What do you do?
You call Sam and then you download that wallpaper.
All right, let's get to it. You know, I'm going to try and read this out to some music that we did. And if it doesn't work, I'll just cut it because I can. All right. I probably don't know if I've got enough time to do it, but I'll give it a go. All right. Conair is a 1997 testosterone-filled action film directed by Simon West and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer. The film released theatrically on June 6, 1997 and was a box office success, grossing over $224 million against a production budget of $75 million. It is responsible for that stupid fucking How Do I Live song being more popular than it should be, and also killed a man during production. So break out the fine china, chill the lemonade, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, because these boys are going to tell you why it's a bit shit.
That was fucking amazing
That was
timing.
the
Timing.
I'm really proud of myself for that one. Just throwing that out there. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Let's start opening comments. Do we like it or not?
I fucking love it.
You love Conair?
Oh, man. I've watched it way too many times. It's like an unhealthy pleasure, like heroin or some shit. No, it's amazing.
Pete's had a hard day at work, comes home, break out the fine china, chill the lemonade, and tie a yellow ribbon around an old oak tree.
I'm coming home forever.
Man, it is so bad, but it's so amazing. Like it's so quotable. I mean, it's so 90s. Like it is 90s in a nice little bow, a nice yellow bow.
Yeah, around like some kind of thick... Oh, no, like a...
Oak tree or something?
Yeah, like that would work.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I personally, I've watched it so many times. I think like the first time I saw it was possibly when Ozstar was still a thing, and it was like on a movie channel there, and then it was on every day.
For those of you listening who don't know what Ozstar is, it's basically pay TV in Australia.
Cable.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
Cable TV.
Yes. Or satellite TV.
Aaron, do you like it?
Yes, this is one of the greatest movies I think I've ever seen in my life. From just like the whole concept of like some dude just like looking at a plane going like, this would be a fucking banger of a movie.
I like to think that, like, the pitch meeting was like, we put a bunch of convicts on a plane with Nicolas Cage, and they break free, and then we blow some shit up, and they're just like.
It was the 90s, so that's probably how it went down. Just
like, is there cocaine involved? Or we have a DEA agent on the plane. That'll do.
Rack a line themselves. I'm for it. Yeah, I fucking love this movie. I don't think I could watch it religiously like you, Pete.
Oh man, I was well too young. Like
this is what shaped your life.
I was definitely not the age demographic that it was made for when I first started watching it. But I was like, this is so sick. And that Nick Cage cunt and his hair and his accent is just so spot on.
The accent. Oh my god.
He must be Alabama. He must be from Alabama. This guy. Like,
we'll get back to that. Like, yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
No more.
Now, Curtis, I believe it was your first time watching the film.
Yeah, so I'm the opposite. I hated it. But the difference is I hated it because I felt like it didn't go far enough.
Oh, okay.
Like, rather than... Like, it had the explosions, but there was, like, a lack of one-liners compared to, like, the movies I love of, like, Die Hard and Predator.
There was no Conair version of Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Excuse me, right now.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
It just doesn't have the same catchiness.
That is the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker of that film, right?
Yeah, like, it was just... I was quite surprised because every time he would kill someone, I was expecting that, like, you know, that equivalent of Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever, where it's like, you know, he shoves someone onto a sharp pole and it's like, stick around or whatever, you know, like...
And they had the perfect opportunity for that. He does literally stick a guy and he's just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to kill him.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, just... I thought it could have gone with the dialogue, like, even more sort of B-movie.
They could have gone more outrageous than they
yeah.
did. Okay, fair enough.
I think they spent all of their budget on, like, getting, like, Nicolas Cage and John Malkovich for them to be like, we need a writer. And they're like, no, we don't. I'll write it. Racks another line.
They spent all their budget on getting, like, Nicolas Cage, John Malkovich, John Cusack, Dave Chappelle, Ving Rhames. Who am I missing?
I don't think, like...
Dave Chappelle would have been that expensive.
He wasn't even that expensive, that's true. But, like, there's a lot of, like, very familiar faces.
He was riding. He was still riding on the coattails of that Robin Hood Men in Tights, I think.
At that point.
So he was just like, I'm just happy to be on stage.
You mean I got a job? And everyone from now on, their accent is now Nick Cage's, like Alabaman.
I fucking love it. I think both Peter and I kind of grew up on this sort of film and films very much like it. I think one of the reasons why is, I know, especially for me growing up, was like, my mum was sort of like, well, it doesn't have a sex scene in it, so it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, dead sad.
It almost does, like, 4 different times, but your mum's like, but almost is not actual.
I'm really glad it doesn't have a sex scene in it at this part.
He's got the whole
Oh, Jesus Christ.
in his hands. He's got the whole wide world
Oh, so fucked up.
in his hands.
I'm sorry.
Don't
That's so,
apologise
like,
for
extra
something.
dark, but yes. Did he? I don't think in any stages that was part of his MO, though. I think he just...
No.
But they definitely shot that scene in that way.
I thought it was like more... He's just super deranged. Like, that was sort of what I got. I didn't get rapey vibes from that. I mean, unless I was meant to.
He said, like, he wore somebody, like, I wore the skin of a girl over 3 states or something. But he did... That girl's face was way too small to wear.
I always wonder about that, hey. I'm like, did he, like, stretch it out? Like, how do you do that?
No, like he explains it in detail. I got a soundbite of it here.
Of course you fucking do.
Fucking where is it? Come on, I'm learning.
One girl, I drove through 3 states wearing her head as a hat.
See?
No, it's a
there's
hat. It's a hat.
Yeah.
So this was not COVID times. It
fall
wasn't a
off,
fake
Be
like-
sun
mask.
safe, Peter. Be
But
sun
would it
safe.
fall off? Like, you know...
I suppose it depends how you skin a person.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just things I've thought
What a
about.
segue. How would you skin somebody? Let's Google it. Jamie, can we get this up on screen?
An entire head as a hat, though. That's interesting.
Well, I
Pete's
thought
gone
it
too
would
deep
be
on
like a
this for the rest of the
beanie.
episode.
You know?
Oh, yeah, beanie works.
Yeah.
Roll up from the jaw and just sort of like,
Yeah.
whoop.
Yeah.
It's the teeth that keep it on.
I don't think they keep the teeth. It's skin. Teeth is bone.
Yeah. I
2
suppose.
episodes later, Peter isn't in the show anymore because he's tried it. Jesus Christ. That quickly turned left. All right. So let's move on to the crux of the show and talk about why it's a bit shit. Aaron,
Hello.
I'm not going to start with you because I always do that. Peter, why don't you
Wait.
tell us why you think it's a bit shit?
I mean,
Could you actually? Sorry, were you able to pull it apart?
I wrote a few things down which I thought were funny and like made me laugh at the film itself. But I don't know if that's like, even though I've written these things down, I'm like, I would still watch these scenes over and over again. Like just things like real like cliches, like the prison montage, like just him getting buff in prison and shit. It's just like, oh my fucking god, again, like another film with a prison montage. My daddy.
How are you supposed to find out that he's still a loving father and pumps iron?
Like, you got to know he's ready to get on a plane full of convicts and save the day. Like, how, you don't know that. If that montage doesn't happen, you don't know that he's ready.
And the funny thing is, like, they have this whole thing about him learning Spanish while in there. He doesn't fucking use it at all against the
Yeah.
Spanish people that are like the baddies in it. Like,
Oh yeah, they even had like things where like they're going through the prison cell and they're like, "What is this? It's Spanish," and there was like nothing to do with that. He was never like listening to people like talking in Spanish and like, "Oh, luckily I had that montage in prison. I know exactly what they're saying."
yeah. And the film had like so many all the stereotypes were like on drugs. Like they were like just extra. Like, I have a black friend. Just because I have a black friend, his name is Baby O. Like, what? Really? Like,
No.
can't it just be like Daryl or some shit like that? Like,
I think that's just what that actor did though. Like he was Bubba from Forrest Gump, same guy.
yeah. It was. But like the gay dude who wears dresses is just like over the top. Like everyone's
Sally
just a
can't
little-
dance.
Sally can't dance. Thank you very
Her
much.
name is Sally Can't Dance.
Like,
Aaron discovered that the hard way. You'll find out later.
just like things that are like too cliche, like how stupid the DEA guys were. Like, it's just so fucking dumb. Like, in what world? Obviously in a world where this movie really exists, but why the fuck would you do all that? Like the dude, like the main dude, what's his name?
John Cusack?
No. The DA. John Cusack isn't DEA.
He was the other
I can't
police
remember
guy.
his name, but yeah.
Yeah, dumb as fuck. Like, absolutely dumb as fuck. Like, so dumb.
I'm going to come back to you on that.
No, but he's just so progressive about
gonna
everything.
come back to you on that.
I even know that John Cusack comes across as like a little like a cunt himself. Like, he's dumb. He plants a gun on a guy when he's like, dude, that we have reasons why we don't do this. Like,
This is Peter siding with the movie and not thinking outside the box.
no, but you got to put it back in the box. Back in the box, same. No, well, like, it's just like that is what caused the problems. Like, with that, they are now armed. I mean, now, like,
You're just describing the plot.
yes, yes, they're plot points, but like, in what world would you go against against another, I guess, agency's thing, like on their actual
but
thing?
in what world do they have like Conair and they're just like, oh, we don't have a backup plan if this goes south?
Yeah.
Like, they
I
even
know.
said like, what do we do? We don't know. This has never happened before. Like,
Yeah.
Let me. I actually. I have a note here. Where is it? Where's that note? I got a lot of notes. Contingency plans for the convicts taking over the plane don't exist because the situation has never been contemplated.
That's also dumb. Yes.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
that seems absolutely ridiculous.
I do have that written down
The
here.
situation's never been contemplated.
As well. Yeah.
What if the bad guys get the guns? Nah.
Well, the thing is, like, they have this thing about you can't have guns on a plane, right? But then Cyrus shoots a fucking alarm in the plane and doesn't do any hull damage. Like,
very quick. Did you do the research on that?
what if you
Shoot
shot
a gun
in a plane?
Yep. You didn't, did you?
Of course I didn't, Sam.
Yeah.
I watched the
So
film.
very quickly,
The
I
one-
did
the
do
one bit of
on it.
research Sam's done, he's
Because
like, oh, yeah.
I was pulling this
He's like,
bitch
I've
apart.
got this. I've got this.
I was like, what is actually possible and what isn't possible in this film? If you shoot a gun in a plane and you just shoot like anywhere but the windows or the the fuel tank or the actual control terminal, it'll be fine. The plane will actually be fine.
But there was no ricochet, Sam. There was no ricochet.
The bullet will go through the plane and out into the sky, Peter, but it'll be fine. It won't tear a massive hole. The cabin will
Won't it
adjust
get
its
windy?
pressure, and it will be fine.
Wouldn't it get windy?
They would do an emergency landing, but it wouldn't
they
rip a
didn't,
hole in
Sam.
the ship or kill anyone or anything like that. If you were to blow out a window, it's very likely the person sitting next to the window would get like sucked out and killed, and anyone near that window would, but the plane would still fly.
I don't like Sam when he researches things.
Well, I didn't want to.
Your whole childhood ruined now.
I didn't want to, because I thought to myself, like, okay, well, I can debug this from straight away because you can't shoot a gun in an airplane. So I had a look and I did the research, and you can't shoot a gun in an airplane.
No, you can't, but John Malkovich can.
Sorry, John Malkovich can.
I guess, and the only other thing I could think of is like the fuck yeah America porn at the start really put me over the edge a bit.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, they were like, the Rangers have never lost a single battle in all.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And then it's just him just
Because the
saluting.
pussies like you, we lost Vietnam.
Yeah, and then like,
just like,
then he gets into a bar fight, like defending himself and like sort of his girlfriend, I guess, and
his wife.
whatever, man. Like, yeah, girlfriend, wife.
Can I ask very quickly, how is she pregnant if he's been away?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
No, well, he knew she was pregnant. Maybe he was on a little
Yeah,
break.
see? Well,
maybe she was
See,
only...
maybe that's why, like, in the second one you were mentioning, he becomes the bad guy because he finds out it's not his kid.
For everyone very confused, there is not a second one, but the director did speak about making a second one, and if he made a second one, it would be in space, and all the good guys would be bad guys, and all the bad guys would be good guys.
So it'd be two goodies.
Yeah.
No bad.
I just can't wait to see Space Sally Can't Dance.
A thing that I'd never noticed until I rewatched it, like looking for things, was the fact that John Cusack was wearing fucking sandals through the entire fucking film.
Fuck off!
He was wearing sandals over socks. That's why there's the line about maybe he's saving the rainforest or recycling these sandals or something.
I was
They
wondering
mentioned-
why that was a line.
He was wearing sandals over socks the entire film, doing all that shit. And I noticed it the first time then, and I was like, yeah, dude, you don't notice it.
I was like looking at his outfit, and I was like, his outfit is very fucking baggy and very fucking 90s. It's like trying to be like a cool cop, but I did not notice
It wasn't-
fucking
I don't-
sandals over socks.
I don't think that was supposed to him being a cool cop. I think that was more like he doesn't focus on his outfit or trying to be anything cool. He's just trying to do his job. He's a smart guy. He's just like, I'm focused on this.
I don't care if these clothes
I don't
are
care,
two
yeah.
sizes too big for me.
They're functional.
Yep.
I mean, socks and sandals aren't very functional, but like...
Yeah, but all the
Now I
action-
have
all
to go to the
action
scene where he's
scenes,
running around the
there's
fucking
so much action
airplane and
scenes
shit.
stuff. Yeah, and he's just when he's running around like
the airfield.
airfield, yeah, and he's just wearing sandals. Like you'd stop like every 50 meters to like just try and get the sand out of your socks and shit. Like, oh, this is fucked. What was I doing? Like, just him like going through random houses looking for shoes to wear. Like,
Fuck. Are these rainforest appropriate? No, shit.
I didn't notice that. What I did notice is that John Cusack has an inconsistent sweat patch on the back of his shirt throughout the film.
oh wow.
Because I was paying attention, anytime he doesn't have that jacket on, he's just got that white shirt on.
Yeah.
And like sometimes, even when he's like in the office, there's just this massive sweat patch in the middle of the shirt, and then other scenes there's no sweat patch in the middle of the shirt.
Yeah, right.
And like scenes where there should be a sweat patch in the middle of the shirt, there's no sweat patch in the middle of the shirt.
John Cusack's character was just Michael Cera, like if he ever had sex. and then was like, man, I really need to focus down and get a job. And like, that's it.
And loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, hey, these terrorists are there. And he's like, oh, okay. I made this plan. It's never happened before.
Okay, well that should wrap up what I thought, I guess, or what I found. I think. I mean, the fact that he got sent to prison, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, really? Like, at the most it'd be manslaughter, and like he'd get like 5 years for like the conditions of what.
No,
happened.
but you see, he is a trained weapon that should have known how to
His
defuse
lawyer-
the situation
his lawyer
better.
was absolutely rat shit.
I think you
I
should
think they
just.
make a porn of that.
I think you should just say you're guilty.
And then he
But
did
I
say,
was-
and then he did say he
You
was
get 5
guilty,
to 10.
and that's when, and then he got.
He
What did he
gets
get?
more time
Yeah.
than what the...
Yeah, the lawyer was just dumb as dog shit. Like the best Alabama had to give up. But you wouldn't think he'd get him. So he killed it. So they're saying he's a military weapon and stuff. So wouldn't he be tried in a military court? because of that. So
He wasn't
How
even
do you know
trialed.
He wasn't.
but because that wasn't a military court.
He
do you
wasn't.
know?
He wasn't even trialed in Alabama. He was trialed in California. Like they had like the California.
right too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck me. Why?
He accidentally murders a guy in Alabama, and they're just like, "You wait till you get to California, sir. You're going to be in so much trouble."
Fuck, I didn't even notice that. There's one thing.
And like, I like how like in the scene, I like in the scene like the fight scene, how like he's like up against 3 dudes. Loki kills that guy, and they take the knife that was being like sort of like tossed around, like we'll fucking stab you, army boy, and they just take that knife and run away. But it's never mentioned in the court hearing. Like, you said that they had a knife, but there was no knife found at the scene. Like, it's just nothing.
Yeah. It's just like straight
There's
up.
nothing there. They're
You're
just
gone.
like, we're just going to fly you to Cali right now, and you're going to be in shit.
Yeah. As long as we're talking about that point, save me having to bring it up later. I know I've already told Aaron about this, but also, an upward palm strike to the nose will cause pain and will make someone's eyes water. Maybe a good bit of blood if it was done really, really hard with a bit of breakage, but it would not kill
I
somebody.
heard you can kill people that way.
It is an absolute myth.
Is it really
It's
like an urban
absolutely
myth?
a myth. I did a bunch of research on it because the cartilage is not strong enough to break through your skull and get into your brain. It would not kill someone.
Yeah, but if Nick
it would
Cage
break
did it,
and
though.
bleed.
Yeah. Has anyone ever filmed Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
doing that?
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. He was an army ranger.
Sam,
He's a trained weapon. This no longer becomes like shitting on this movie. It's just us defending. Like a palm strike to the nose. We're like, nah, I've seen it on YouTube.
my point here is that the movie wouldn't have happened because what it did didn't exist. So therefore, the movie's set in a parallel universe.
We.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Break that fucking territory, boys.
That's why they were done in Cali Court.
Yeah. and this is why it's like canon to WandaVision. Like,
Oh, man.
He just can't help himself. He's got to throw a Marvel reference in there.
Well,
hey guys,
yeah.
you know I like Marvel.
I read one like article about it, right? Like about like one of the episode things, and now all my my Facebook feed is just like just shit about that, and like that's all I see.
Curtis, hey, how did you go with the film? What did you find that you didn't like about it? What made it a bit shit to you?
As I said earlier, like I feel like the dialogue, obviously, it was corny already, but I feel like it could have been even like more one-liners.
I like
more
that you're like, it's a bit shit because it wasn't as over the top as I wanted it to be.
It's a bit shit because it could have been more shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 1997. They had all this opportunity to be more shit.
Yeah.
They didn't take it. Yeah.
And just things like, I think the biggest issue, and Peter sort of covered a bit of this, was like you had all these like actors and sort of recognizable characters in it and stuff that was sort of given like 1 or 2 lines of non-importance, and like half of them didn't do anything. There was no point. They could have literally just worn a balaclava and it would have served the same purpose.
Didn't matter who they were.
Like I kept expecting like all these sort of support characters to have like a reason why they were support characters, and then it was just like, yeah, they're dead, you know. And it's like, oh, okay. you know.
That guy looks like he's going to throw down for like a really good fight scene. Bet.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I guess, yeah, just sort of setting up all these characters and also like little plot points and that you would expect to sort of come back and play an important role, and then they just like don't come back. I think that was the biggest sort of issue for me, as you know, being someone that, you know, watches a lot of films, and what you sort of learn is like if you show something, you got to like bring it back later on and have a point.
Maybe that just wasn't a thing in the 90s, bro.
Yeah. Look it up, didn't exist till 2000. But yeah, I think that was the biggest issue, was sort of setting up all these interesting little characters and potential plot points and then not following it through.
Yeah, that's actually real valid points and not just us being dicks. Aaron?
Well, I'm about to be a dick. Okay, so we've already mentioned the fact that like Cameron Poe gets 10 years for just defending himself, like regardless of him being a specially trained military machine. We've also done the fact that he was convicted. He was arrested in Alabama but imprisoned in California, which I feel like Alabama loved prison so much they would have room for him. The no safeguard in place for a plane getting hijacked, that's just, for lack of better words, fucking stupid. Like, I know he's from Alabama, but not everyone else. You know what I mean? There should have been something else for that. All right, things we haven't talked about. Who the fuck was looking after the little girl when Steve Bug Eyes Buscemi just rocks up? and it's just like having a fucking tea party. Like, if you're like they're like clearly in like the trailer parks and stuff. So like you'd imagine like she's like, I don't know, washing up or doing heroin or something, and she'd look out like the window and just see like some random dude having a tea party. They're not going to be like, oh, she's making friends. No,
they're so cute together.
yeah. Oh, she's playing with the doll. Like, no.
Man in a convict outfit. Like,
I mean, I think by that stage he was dressed in like a white shirt,
It
black
had
pants.
corrections written on its side of it, though.
On the side?
On the leg, on the side.
Oh, yeah, but like if you're sitting down at like a small
Tea party
desk, like you're not going to be like, I wonder what's written on his leg. Like, but there's a random dude who looks like a crazy bug-eyed Mormon just like sitting having tea with your daughter.
Fake tea, too. By the
Yeah,
way.
like not even real tea. And he's digging it. He's like, oh, this was the best tea I've ever had. You're like, there's something wrong with this guy. But no, he's just having tea. They swap stories and he gets a doll out of it.
you forgot that they sing.
Oh, yes, they did sing.
He's got the whole world.
This is the creepiest fucking moment of this whole movie.
He's got the whole wide world in his hand.
In a musical nerd way, it's because like the music's going that way, and then the melody is just so like happy. Well, the song as it is, and they're just dragging it, and it's just like brrr, making it so more and more dissonant. It's amazing.
They're also like the Poe family just like randomly being in one area, like they get jetted to
How the
another
fuck do they
place,
get to Las
and then
Vegas?
they get helicoptered to Las Vegas. But like, why?
They're like,
There's a convict plane coming down. The first thought's not like, quick, let's get like the guy's wife and like 7-year-old daughter on a plane where there's like fucking explosions. Like, that's messed up.
it kind of gives you the idea like how they're all flying around in helicopters, that everything was really close together. Like it's just over there and it's just over here, but like they were flying for 15 hours.
I don't know how much you read about like trivia and shit on the film, but like one of the things I read was that they originally wanted to crash the plane into Washington D.C. Like they wanted to do it into the White House.
I have read that before, yeah.
And they decided that crashing it into a casino, like that casino opportunity arose where they're going to blow up a building and say like, oh, can you wait so we can film it for this movie? The director's like, well, that actually worked out better because it's closer to the place where the plane originally leaves from, so it makes more sense as to where the plane flies from for it to crash there than for it to crash in Washington.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that all that says is the director was like, I don't really care where it lands, but this is a bonus that it makes more sense as far as like where the plane's flying.
Yeah, like a double propped, like old school plane that somehow gets from like just
a-
like
Oh yeah, and then
he's
these
so close to Mexico, and then just goes back to Washington. Like,
the old people in the little shitty plane.
yes,
And then all of a sudden,
it's like Bob's Tours or something like that.
like 2 attack helicopters are coming up towards it. What?
Trust me, folks, this is going to be a day you will not forget.
That was retarded. Cameron Poe's like plot armor, like he's fighting John Malkovich in the plane and he's about to get got, like he's about to die, and they're like, shit, what happens now? How about the blade of the aeroplane whooshes between them and breaks them up, and they're like, fucking brilliant.
This would look great if we did it in 3D.
Oh, yeah. The blade's coming right at us. The thing that really pissed me off the most was, who the fuck gave John Malkovich the right to be so fucking good in this movie?
I mean, I think John Malkovich gave him that.
Like, for one, fuck you, stop being so goddamn good. Apparently he was really pissy because, like, his lines kept changing and he didn't know what was going on with his character. So he was just getting really fucking upset. He's like, I just want to know what the fuck's happening.
Right.
So I can feel that tension when he acts, because he's like, I don't fucking know.
this might not even be in the film.
Yeah, like imagine all the shit that like has been filmed and they just didn't make it, and it's just quality Malkovich acting. It's just on a cutting room floor somewhere because they'll be like, "We'll use this in Conair 2 Electric Boogaloo." Like, don't worry about it.
Oh yes.
It's gonna be fine.
I actually that is one of my points in here is like, what is it like about John Malkovich? It's like, yes, he's so good.
Every line was just perfectly delivered.
Yeah.
Even if it's a shitty one-liner, I'm like, "Fuck you!
Yeah.
How dare you!"
How dare you be so fucking good? Steve Buscemi was so good.
Steve
at
Buscemi
Yeah.
was good, but he didn't have as many lines, so he sort of got like his creepiness shone more from the lack of lines. But like, he nailed what little lines he did have, absolutely. Except for the end casino scene was just bullshit. Like,
Does he feel lucky?
where he's like,
Yes,
he's
he
like,
does.
I think I do. Like, that was bullshit. But like every other part, I was like, oh yeah, fucking nailed it.
I just love like the music that's like it's like celebrating music, and then it's just like this fucking crazy kind of just got loose. Like the world is well worse off now. Like some girl is gonna die, but like he's gonna play at the casino first.
All these pretty girls around him was like, so many faces to wear as hats.
Who do you think the real hero of this film was? Just throwing it out there.
Conair.
Yeah,
The plane was the real hero.
I disagree.
That plane pulled a whole fucking car from a chain.
Yeah, but
Hero.
John Cusack's sandals, man, made it on time. That's a hero right there.
That's what real heroes look like.
Could you imagine like trying to do like jumping off like jumping onto like a fire engine in sandals, like
Off the motorbike onto
Yeah.
the fire engine.
like hero, fucking hero, sandals.
The sandals or he is the hero?
No, the sandals.
The sandals.
For
Like,
just being such good sandals, like just not falling off, like being perfect.
I mean, Pete's kind of got a point.
It's so
Hard to
much-
keep sandals on when you're jumping from a fucking motorbike to a fire truck. Like,
yeah, I can't even keep sandals on now
yeah.
because I'm not a European lesbian. But like,
Wait, you're not?
yes,
Yeah.
surprising. I'm just
Curtis
as shocked
is
as you
like,
are.
What the fuck, man, this whole time.
I thought Aaron was. Oh no. No.
Sam, have you mentioned why you don't like it yet?
No, it's
Yeah,
my
this
turn.
is your turn, man.
You guys
time to
ready,
shine.
You guys ready for my list?
Yes,
bro.
hit me with it.
Okay, let's start with
Wait, how many pages have you got there?
4.
Wow, Jesus.
I've crossed a bunch because we've
Your,
covered a couple.
your
of them
childhood is going to be shattered by the end of this.
already. Look, mine are, some of them are good, some of them maybe not so much. Okay, so firstly, why the fuck don't they run metal detectors over them when they're getting onto the plane? You can be like, well, they have handcuffs on. You can know where the handcuffs are. Like they don't.
Yeah,
run
but it's
metal
right
detectors over
next
them.
to the handcuff, the little pins that they get out of their skin, right next to the handcuffs.
But they don't run the metal detectors over them.
How much would that suck too? Just randomly, just putting that shit on your fingers and be like, "This is how we're gonna escape." I'd be like, "Nah, I can't. I'm not putting that shit in my skin." like no. That'll
Would you
hurt.
rather that or deep throat the condom full of flammable fluids and a match?
that?
Yeah, he's like, I got a fucking great gag reflex. I can do it.
Yeah. You're like, just hold on, bruh.
Which leads me to my next point. If Cameron had have just said something when Pinball was pulling the string from his mouth, none of this would have happened.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that is the turning point in that film. He watches him pull a condom out. What's he like, oh, they ain't going to think I'm cool if I say something. Like,
Yeah.
Is
What?
this
At
is this a
stage-
magic trick? I'll go see how they do this. It's condom. He's like, how the hell did they do that?
It's like that guy enjoyed prison too much.
Opens it up. He's like, is it drugs? Is it semen? I'm very
Oh,
confused.
he's got a match. He's gonna light a cigarette.
He's like, give me some of that, pal.
this one's for Peter.
Ooh.
The DEA guy was actually right in wanting to shoot the plane down.
Absolutely.
100%. He comes off as a bad guy, but shooting down the plane is the best play. Instead, to save our hero, Agent Larkin decided it would be better to let the plane crash land along the Las Vegas Strip and cause millions of dollars in damage and somehow miraculously not kill anyone.
Yes, I thought of that as well.
Literally, just shoot the fucking plane
I
down is
know.
what you should have done. And he points out that they've all signed, like the police have all signed the no hostage agreements and shit like that. Like, that was actually the right play, but for the sake of our hero.
I mean, okay. My on the other
What do
defense
you
of
think? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna save the fucking day.
it didn't have to get to that position if they weren't packing and all that sort of bullshit. That's sort of where I was at.
Yeah, him packing heat was just a side quest that failed. Like, him packing heat had nothing to do with it
They had 2
escalating a
guns.
situation.
I feel like it
Yeah,
could.
they already had
No.
one gun though.
They already had one. They
An
already had
extra
the
gun
plane
did-
and everything at that point. Now,
Hey, fuck you.
if someone can answer this question for me, that would be great. But I have to ask: a transponder would show you all the airplanes.
They're
that
called
are
sponders now. If you're not,
in an area. A transponder would show you. You're like, oh, all these planes in this area. Like, you'd be able to see where the planes are, right?
I don't know about
I don't know how
trans or their
transponders work because like
sponders.
there was clearly other little planes on the screen when they showed the transponder. Like,
well, there's
we're tracking them,
radar
it's
as
all good.
well. Yeah.
Right. So the transponder getting removed and going in the wrong direction away from where it's supposed to go would have been a dead giveaway from the moment it left the airport that it wasn't
Well, they weren't
the
looking
right plane.
for it. They didn't know it was stolen till.
Yeah, but they're saying like they have the technology, but like, oh, it's still going. It's going this way. That we should have been able to go like, oh, it should be going east, not west, or whichever
No,
direction.
because every single plane has to have a transponder, right? So there would have been two
Oh, there's two
transponder signals
transponders,
going
yeah, right.
on top of each other in the exact same direction. And which is away from the direction the plane should have been going in the first place. So they should have been like, well, the plane's not going the right way, and there's 2 transponder signals there. So there was no reason for the cops to look like idiots, or the DE agent and the other guy to look like idiots to go chasing after them. It was just like, we'll just make this a thing.
Maybe Uncle Bob's scenic tours were really dodgy, and they just didn't
Yeah,
have that
he
shit
doesn't have
installed.
the money for it. Like,
Transponder.
so they're just like,
Just
we'll
have a
just not have
sponder. He
one.
didn't have a sponder on his plane because
He didn't sponder good enough.
yeah,
Pinball getting caught in the wheel bay makes no sense.
he got ran over.
Okay, but he's running with the plane. Yep. And when if a tire runs over you, your body would fall face first, correct? And your legs would come up the back of the tire, right?
Yeah,
Yet the top half of his body is in the plane.
wasn't it both halves?
No, it
Wasn't
was
whole
just
plane?
the top half
It
of
was the
his
top
body
half of
that's in
him.
the
Yeah,
plane.
the top half of him was.
I did not notice that. How do I not
You
notice
will
that?
notice
but
it now every time you watch it. I'm sorry.
How
Your
did I- how
Christmases
did
are
I
going to be so
not-
much sadder now that you notice that when you watch the movie, like Christmas Day.
I just want to know how I didn't notice that, but I noticed that John Malkovich, not John Blake,
John Cusack.
John Cusack was
Other
wearing,
John.
Sandals.
was wearing sandals. Why is that what I noticed?
You're probably just too focused on the sandals. You're like, why is he wearing sandals? And then like,
I checked,
pinball's
actually,
getting
I checked
got, and you're like,
multiple times
"Sandals,
during the
what
film to
the
see
fuck?"
if he was still wearing them. Because I'm like, nah, he's got to change out of them. He's like,
you
"Nah,
probably
he's
missed
still
like a
wearing
whole bunch of shit too. And you're like, oh yeah, isn't it weird when like John Cusack and like Poe Cameron are, like talking, and you're like, when the fuck was that? You're too busy like, can't see his feet. How do I know what he's wearing?
them." What if he
No, I
changed
just have
shoes?
Peter like, oh, I can't see his feet.
He's still sad boy about it.
Gets
Aw,
big Quentin Tarantino about it.
no one's licking them or anything. This is weird.
All right, going deeper into it.
Yeah, go deep, boy.
Why was there a grenade launcher on the plane? I can accept and look past the assault rifles and the shotguns, but a fucking grenade launcher makes no sense at all. There is no reason for a grenade launcher
Now,
to be on a
I
plane
got
full of convicts.
one word for you. America.
Was that was after they go to the
Once they crash the plane, they're pulling it out. They open
Yeah.
up the weapons bay on the plane,
Yeah.
and they all pull weapons
They-
out.
now-
And Diamond Dog grabs a fucking
I
grenade
have
launcher.
no idea, but they could have gotten it from
America.
America. No, the airbase that they landed on. I mean, they don't show that specifically, but that's the
why
plot
would it-
armor that I'm going
You're
with.
just gonna ignore that part of the film.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, they found it in a duffel bag. Why? America, that's why. Because it's not
But then
illegal,
again-
sir.
But then again, why does this random like butt fuck nowhere like little airstrip have a grenade
Grenade
launcher as well?
Oh, here's what happened when they were
And it's a
As-
new looking grenade launcher.
as they were landing
freshie
and that
would be like
other
cool.
plane was like going up, and they were like, oh no, and they had to do that like maneuver move.
a big word.
Yeah, thank you. I do good words. And then they just starts like yelling, he's like, hey, fuck you, because he was about to do a sting with a grenade launcher and other weapons, and I just found it in that guy's fucking plane.
So, Aaron, what I'm taking from this is your favourite part of the film is when they're driving through the boneyard and
Getting cops.
they're getting the cops. You're like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, you get them hard.
Your favourite joke in the movie is, what's that? That's a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, man, you know what I love? All the references to other Nicolas Cage movies.
So then, I mean, look, as the movie reaches its climax, it gets stupider and stupider. But when he, like, locks the doors to go to the cockpit, so he like takes out John Malkovich's character, and like the doors start locking behind him, and he takes out those other couple of people that have a couple of lines.
Yeah.
That's their point. Their purpose is to defend. Yeah. He like just like punches them and like knocks them down, and then goes into the cockpit.
Like Steven Seagal sort of fighting.
And I just want to point out, like, he locks the door to the cockpit. Sorry, he locks the doors behind him to go to the cockpit. He doesn't kill any of the people trying to stop him. He just knocks them down. There's no way that they couldn't just unlock all the doors again.
And in this point, he gets fucking shot in the arm and doesn't flinch at all.
Okay, that's because he's got muscle. He's from all that
can you just
working
repeat
out.
the line from the start of the film about Rangers? They've already established the character here. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, like Rangers have been undefeated. They're the pinnacle of the U.S. Army.
Just full gets shot in that arm and then uses that arm to punch a dude. It's just like,
because did you not see how much he was working out? Steel. He's just got like just 2 arms made of steel.
The prison montage wasn't for nothing.
And he didn't. And
he learned Spanish that he didn't use.
And he didn't kill anybody this time because last time it got him prison and he's gonna be with his baby and his baby girl.
His hummingbird.
My hummingbird. I do an accent of
I was
Alabama
say, like, that's
just as good
better.
just as good as his. All right.
Before I get to the last 2 things that really fucked me off, I just want to talk about one more thing. To Mexico is a flaw because a common mistaken belief is that the United States and Mexico do not have an extradition treaty. Under that assumption, any American felon who manages to step across the border would not have to worry about setting foot in prison ever again. In truth, the United States and Mexico do have a bilateral extradition treaty, first signed in 1978. Since the early 2000s, the number of fugitives that Mexico has sent back to the U.S. authorities has increased at a steady pace between 2003 and 2011. More than 2,000 criminals were captured and returned to the United States for prosecution. Since 1978.
See,
so to Mexico is forever a fucking flaw.
I always thought it was because of like the whole idea that Mexico's like police system is flawed, that you could just bribe your way out, that it doesn't matter if you get caught in Mexico, like you just have money to just be like, they're like, you're going to prison, and you're like, am I? And you wave like pesos or something, and they're just like, I didn't see nothing, because they're Alabama as well, I guess. They're like, see?
Right, I want you guys to work with me on this next one.
Okay.
Cyrus's death makes no fucking sense, right? How does he go through the walkway
Yep.
and come out the other side in a different area to the fire truck and then fall onto power lines and wind up in an industrial area?
Where his head gets crushed. Like,
It makes no sense. If there's a thing that breaks the movie for me since I've watched that film when I was younger, is that scene right there.
I just imagine like John Malkovich got so pissy with like people just kept changing like all of his deaths.
He's like, just put them all
and they
together?
just smashed them all together and like, fuck it.
See, at this point of the movie, my brain was like mush. And so I was like, oh, I probably missed something. I'm sure the boys will like fill me in on this.
Nah.
No, it's
I'm like,
ridiculous.
his head's getting crushed now. Okay, cool.
And I like one of some people in the movie like who like designed like a lot of those stunts were just like, yeah, did you know that going through that wall probably would have killed him? Like, yeah, we know. Why did you do all the other shit?
See, I always thought
we
like
just want you to know he's dead.
Yeah, now he's super dead.
Yeah.
I always go like him going through that and then landing on power lines, because I'm like, that makes sense, because there would have been power lines on the street.
But look at the way he lands on the power lines.
I know,
Like,
I know,
They
it's
don't
not-
make sense
I know.
in terms of like
I feel like
the X and Y
Wait,
position
hold on,
of
hold on.
everything.
Movie magic, right?
Yes, a wizard did it.
he's a virus. His name is Cyrus the Virus. They had to kill him 1,000 ways just to make sure he was dead. Like, that's just a fact.
Do you think they have like a vaccine and there's like anti-vaxxers?
That
against
big
Cyrus
metal
the
thing that
virus?
crushed his skull, I believe, was the vaccine.
See, and that's the thing. He's called Cyrus the Virus, and not once is there someone like, I guess I'm the cure. You know, like,
So many opportunities.
This is why. This is why you.
Let me just make a note of that.
Someone's going to listen to this one day, like one of the 8 people that listen to this, and they're going to be like, I actually know the guy making Conair 2 Electric Boogaloo, and I'm going to let him know that this is a sweet line. He's like, man, Welcome to
Welcome to writing credits. Yeah, no, fair call.
And there's one more?
There's one more.
Yeah.
And Paige.
Now I couldn't
Yeah,
find.
one more page. But it's just one problem.
I couldn't find exact measurements here, so I'm really just using like rough measurements based on.
Aaron's
what I could
penis
find on
is the
internet.
largest, all right? Let's just go with it.
I'm not seeing anyone's penis here. I'm going to disagree.
The weirdest thing was that when I put these mics up for the podcast, I was like, "Whoa, it's modeled off my dick." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Nothing, man, nothing." I just pretended I didn't hear it. I don't want to make him embarrassed. All right.
You think you're embarrassed?
Probably
This
why I
is
like
right in
holding
my
these
mouth.
things so much, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like slowly just massaging it.
It's ribbed for my pleasure.
Okay. So
Hear that puppy purr. Sorry. You can cut this, that's fine.
I think I will. All right.
Please cut this. I'm like, you're like, no. I don't think I will. Sorry.
So the road where they land, right? So an average road is about 10 to 12 meters wide. Like an average.
How many feet's that for our American viewer?
I don't know. I had to convert it to meters because
So
from
it's
feet,
already feet.
What was
Yeah.
the meters?
it was an average road is 10 to 12 meters wide.
That's 30, 12 or 30, or 10 meters.
He's trying to be short.
No, it should be like 30 foot.
I'm thinking it's about 15 to 20 meters wide because it's got that big middle section in it and everything.
Is
like
it just one way each side, or is this a 2-lane highway?
that. It's two lanes. on
2
either
lanes
side.
each side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the 10 to 12 meters is based on 2 lanes on either side.
Yep.
So inclusive of that middle section, I've
Yep.
gone to about 15 to 20 meters wide.
Yep.
The wingspan of the plane, so the total length of the plane all the way across, I couldn't find the body width. No matter where I looked, I couldn't find the body width. But the wingspan of the plane is 33.53 meters. Therefore,
I bet it's like one of those things where they're just like, it's easy, you already get the wingspan. All you got to do is, and they just give you some like short
someone
equation.
would just make fun of me for this for sure. Like, well, you don't know planes, you fucking dickhead.
They're like, well, the wingspan's clearly this, so you just divide it by that, and you just take, and you'd be like,
Yeah, but you may have not noticed that the wings get fucking gone by the time they land.
is
though.
that they clearly used a smaller version of the plane to crash onto that strip. Because the plane would actually be bigger and kill more people and annihilate more vehicles based on the size of it in comparison to the road that it landed on.
I have a kill count, by the
Stop!
way.
Stop!
Thank you.
Stop nodding. It's
Yeah.
magic. Okay.
It's movie magic.
I have a kill count for that movie.
Give us the kill count, Aaron.
43 people died, besides the one guy in the making of.
Who, by the way, they don't in memory him from the start of the credits. They in memory him at the end of the credits.
Maybe he died while they're making the credits. Like, where do we put it? Just put him at the end. It's all good. How did he die? What happened there?
He got crushed, didn't
Yeah,
he?
one of the planes that
Was he like
one of the
Cyrus?
stunt-
Was he Cyrus's like stunt double when the thing comes at the end?
He was a welder and he was working on one of the planes and one of the planes like fell and crushed him.
Jesus.
Yeah, so a little bit darker there.
A little fun fact for everybody. 43 fake people died.
All right, we wrap that up.
I feel like that's good.
All right, guess what? It's time for.
I mean, it could be time for anything. Questions. It could be time for us just to have a good old look at ourselves, like in the mirror, and just like, what are we doing with our lives? Look, you mean erotic fan fiction time?
I mean, it's erotic fan fiction time, Aaron.
It was 98.
So,
feet.
Aaron,
I
give
just
us a bit
realised
of a
that.
backstory.
I'm just like, wait, I got this wrong, and now I'm not gonna. I won't feel right until I say it right.
you used your version.
I'm like, hold on, I said something really wrong, didn't I?
Like a virgin.
He's been doing the maths though.
I'm like, wait a minute. I know I got that wrong. Because after I said it, I'm like, wait, that's not right.
People are going to discredit me so hard if this is wrong. I better correct myself.
One of the 8 people listening might get really upset at this. Like, that's not how you do math. All right, so of course.
All right, so just a little summary. This was written by Xian Zhang, and it was Cyrus's plan has worked, and now he and Sally Can't Dance find themselves in a motel room.
Hold on, before you start,
Oh, yeah.
what's the melody line again? I know you know it.
How do I get through my life without you?
See, I was like, how do I live
Sorry, wrong one. Yeah, I was going for the start of the song. Yeah.
But if you can't do that, I will accept anything Leonard Skinner.
This segues to that, by the way.
Oh, nice. I can't wait. All right.
Shall we begin?
Let me get comfortable.
Curtis, get comfy, man.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You like that, babe? Sally was so unbelievably sexy like this, riding Cyrus's cock with the slow, measured movements, rolling his hips expertly. The sight of Sally's cock bopping up and down made Cyrus's mouth water. Yeah. It was all Cyrus could force out. He held onto Sally's hips, thrusting upward in tiny jabs as he felt his balls tightening and pull up. Sally bit his lip. Are you about to come, babe? Was the only reply. So Sally grabbed Cyrus's wrists and moaned, want only, just the way Cyrus liked it. That was the word, want only.
It's okay. I get it.
Come on, Daddy, he cried. Fill me with your cum. Oh, God, your cock is so big I can't take it. Please fill my cunt. Cyrus threw his head back and came with a strained grunt. Sally's skin turned white under his fingers. To make matters worse, his little sadist tightened around his little sadist tightened around his cock. I did read that right. Forcing every last drop out of him. For a moment, they both stayed still, slowing Cyrus to catch his breath. Sally liked him like this. Post-orgasm bliss seemed to be the only few times Cyrus's mind was truly able to relax. Maybe even go blank, so he was prepared to wait for as long as it took. Cyrus's hands started to slowly roam Sally's body. It was his way of signaling that he was ready for round 2. Okay, Cyrus said, his voice a bit slurred. Your turn. Still exhausted, he pulled out, threw the condom away and rolled over, presenting his backside to Sally. Being fucked by a twink had its charms. Unfortunately for most of them were strictly bottoms, which was why Cyrus, considering meeting Sally's, hitting the jackpot. He wasn't just a twink, he was a sissy boy with a big dick that liked to put it to use, preferably in Cyrus's ass. It was everything Cyrus could have hoped for. No doubt Sally enjoyed the power trip of topping a guy bigger and older than himself, and Cyrus enjoyed willingly submitting to someone weaker. It was the ultimate show of consent. He could easily beat Sally up, force him into anything, but instead he let him be himself and bent over and fucked. What could be more sexy than that? He rested his head on his arms while listening to the sound of rubber being rolled over Sally's cock. The delightful pop of the bottle of lube, followed by skin being slicked up. I won't need a lot of prep, he told Sally. You keep me pretty loose back there. Oh, Cyrus, Sally giggled. I love it when you talk dirty. I'm halfway through.
How many rounds are there?
This is. I'm like, we'll find out together, guys. Oh, Cyrus, I giggled. I love it when you talk dirty. Just a fact, he responded, smiling over his shoulder. He purred happily when he felt the first slippery finger slide inside of him. Sally knew every little nook and cranny of his body by now and easily found Cyrus's prostate. Being fucked right after an orgasm really was the best time. Cyrus's body was still tingling and oversensitive, which made everything feel so much more intense. Sally chuckled. I know you want to blame me, babe, but I don't think I'm responsible for you being so loose. He added a second finger. I think you've been playing with yourself. Guilty as charged, Cyrus admitted before letting out a gasp. Sally was ready to go to town on his prostate. He tried to control himself a bit, his moans coming out as he tightened with little grunts. God, it felt good. Behind him, Sally's breathing was getting faster. He no doubt was rock hard and ready to fuck Cyrus's brains out, but loved the sight of Cyrus struggling too much to give in yet. Sally, Cyrus finally said, be a good boy and fuck me. The fingers were immediately replaced with a cock sliding in all the way on the first thrust. They moaned in unison. Good boy, Cyrus said breathlessly. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You're right, boy. He felt Sally's mouth between his shoulder blades and on the back of his neck and head, kissing him hungrily as he fucked him, making Cyrus feel like he was about to be devoured. Sally's tiny, effeminate moans were straight to his dick, and he felt himself growing hard again. It played into his kink of being taken by someone weaker, and he couldn't help but roll his eyes and roll his hips ever so slightly. Sally could see Cyrus's reflection in the TV screen beside the bed, raised the eyebrows, closed his eyes, the mouth forming almost a perfect O. Fuck, it felt good to have that kind of effect on someone. Is Daddy hard again, he asked. Cyrus nodded worthlessly. I like it when you're so turned on you forget to use words. I think you can come with your ass today. Cyrus thought so too. He hid his face in his elbows and focused on the feeling of Sally's cock pumping into him, the ridges and veins massaging his prostate, but it wasn't quite enough. More, he moaned, and Sally knew exactly what he meant. Without skipping a beat, he pulled almost all the way out before slamming in again. Slapping his cock hard Cyrus' prostate again and again. Cyrus pulled at the sheets and his body started to quake as the second orgasm hit him and was running mercilessly, dragged out as Sally kept fucking him. The little shit even started pulling at his nipples, intensifying the blinding pleasure, and then finally came to filling the condom in Cyrus's ass. Sally's slender frame collapsed against Cyrus's strong back, and together they caught breaths. That was amazing, babe, Sally said quietly, kissing his shoulder. Cyrus just hummed happily. There were a lot of pros to freedom, and being able to lock the motel door and fucking peace by a twink was definitely one of them. The end. What a beautiful tale on love.
And you went hard on.
Jesus. I went hard. Those guys went hard.
Let's just very quickly listen to Peter's piece of music here, because it was How Do I Live Without You mixed with Sweet Home Alabama, and it was pretty fucking great. Just want to give us a quick taste of that.
No, fuck me, it's just lost, right?
That's what they were doing. Am I the only one aroused right now?
It's such a beautiful transition, Peter. Thank you so much.
It took me like half of that to realise. I'm like, wait, I know the I can make these chords work.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Aaron.
Hey, no problem. I'm here to help.
All right, time for some questions, boys.
Oh, yeah.
All right, if we could change one thing about it to make it better, what would that be?
Oh, for me, I've got two things.
Okay.
Steve Buscemi should have killed the kid.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Right, just straight up.
Just
Second,
back on the plane wearing the hat.
yeah, like.
But then I would,
like the
you would, if that happened, Pete, we would have better watched it growing up.
Yeah, true.
No, there's no sex scene in it. It's fine. I said just murders. You're just wearing her as a hat.
Yeah.
Second, get Nicolas Cage to play every character.
Right. So you also answered the next question as well in that question.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah.
You fucking
Excellent. All right, we'll get
Well,
to that.
that's both of my questions done. Big old tick. See you later, okay?
Peter.
What would I change? I'd probably honestly play down some of the stereotypes, like a touch, just a touch.
What stereotypes would you play down?
What do you mean? All of them.
What do you mean?
Whew, this wine is good stuff.
So what you're saying is that you'd play down the stereotypes.
A little bit, yes, please.
Less Alabama accent, or more like less I'm an angry convict, or
Just
I'm a douchebag DEA agent.
yeah, just those. It's just everything was like
Everything was at
Maxed,
7. Just
yeah.
take it to like a 4 or 5.
and like the rapey guy's extra rapey. It's just like, why? Like everything's going wrong. I'm gonna rape this girl right now. It's like, what? Just because you're a rapist doesn't mean you're like, I'm gonna die if I don't help these guys out. It's like, I'm gonna rape right now. It's like, that makes no sense.
That's why he's a criminal.
I know, but like,
Yeah,
well,
but
it'd be Johnny. What do you say his name is?
600.
600 if they knew the truth.
Yep.
And he's like a cockroach. I don't know. I can't remember the quote, but yeah.
So play down stereotypes.
Yes, please.
Curtis.
Take half of the support characters, get rid of them, give more screen time and like epic moments with the ones left.
It'd be a very small plane. It's just a Cessna, like.
But I think that's the thing. If each of them were like, if there was less of them, you could make them more dangerous and more like, oh shit, it's that guy. Whereas a lot of
everyone's
them
in
just
cages.
fall into like, oh, it's just who's that character?
So the rest of the people on the plane just wouldn't have much screen time or dialogue at all. Like you wouldn't give them any dialogue.
Yeah.
And you just put the focus on like the
Yeah.
main people.
Yeah.
half the movie probably wouldn't even happen if they had like really good in-flight movies.
Yeah.
They'd be like about to bust out and they'd be like, oh shit, is this Ocean's 11? I haven't seen this yet.
Cool. All right. If you could recast the protagonist and the antagonist, who would you choose to replace them?
Guys, I don't know if you've heard this, but I would probably get everyone played by Nicolas Cage.
That would be an interesting movie to watch. It'd be like this movie called Being John Malkovich.
Yeah, that's actually where like if being John Malkovich and like the Nutty Professor like had a love child, and it was on a plane.
It would just be Conair with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, or everyone's played by Samuel L. Jackson because, and I'm stating this on the record, Nicolas Cage is the white Samuel L. Jackson. On the record, they will both just
Let record
do
show.
movies. They were like, hey, I've got a movie, there's some snakes on a plane. And he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do it. Hey, man, I got this movie, some hills have eyes people, have your girlfriend, and there's a bunch of honey full of LSD. Yeah, I'll take it. This one you're stealing, I don't know, fucking, we'll call it a national treasure, we'll think of it later. Yeah, I'm in it.
Peter?
Okay. I thought maybe like, so I had it a couple of ways. So it's like either make Nick Cage the baddie, because like I think that'd be hilarious, him reversing roles, or like if he was a little bit younger, maybe Tommy Lee Jones, because I think that would be interesting, being the baddie, and then making Billy Bob Thornton the good guy, because he'd do a really good Alabama accent.
Isn't he from the South?
Hey, yes.
So it's just his regular accent. And he would just do a really good one. His regular accent.
Yeah, he would just talk. Yeah.
Can you say these lines? He's like this, and they're like, perfect.
Curtis, how did you go?
So Cameron Poe, I was thinking Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
but like
Totally.
the benefit of that is obviously
dodge bullets well
Keanu being
like less dialogue, so he's a worse actor, so it wouldn't matter.
Tie a ribbon
Well,
around the
well-
old oak tree because Dad's coming home.
yeah, but,
Forever, dude.
but yeah, you get the benefit of that, and obviously like he knows, isn't he like a black belt or something, Keanu?
I thought that was just because of the Matrix. Like he just learnt it
yeah, like
for the Matrix, and he
yeah.
was just like, "Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm just gonna keep
so
doing
you
it."
could get
Yeah,
some
but
real sick.
when
like,
this film was
the
being
character
made, I'm pretty sure they're
changes-
doing The Matrix, so he wouldn't. Could only be in one.
No, The Matrix is 2000.
No, it was 90. It was still in the 90s.
It wasn't 97.
No, it was like 99. So he'd
99,
still
I
be
think.
working on that film at that stage.
yeah, true.
If Nicolas Cage did both this and Face Off in 1997, Keanu Reeves could do The Matrix in this. I'm just saying.
That's a lot of lines for Keanu Reeves.
And then Cyrus the Virus, I was thinking Patrick Stewart. Weird one.
That
But
is-
if you guys have seen a movie called The Green Room,
No.
he played like
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah.
leader of a neo-Nazi group.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's-
like, he can play the villain.
That's true. That is very true. And he has that voice for like
Yeah.
leadership and stuff without being too deranged and stuff. Yeah, dude, that's actually a really good point.
I really like the Keanu outtake that Aaron gave us. I'm super into the Keanu thing. I went time period accurate. I didn't. You didn't have to. You could put anyone in there. I went time period accurate, and I thought to myself, well, Tim Allen. With Cameron Poe.
I saw when I was looking up actors at that time. I saw that then. I'm like, no.
And then just for the sake of like how bad he is, Shaquille O'Neal could be Cyrus the Virus.
I would like to see just Dolph Lundgren as like just in it.
just one of the.
He could have been one of the dudes that got. I would have been like, is that Dolph Lundgren? And then he'd die, and I'd be like, no, he would have some lines for sure. Leonard's not going to kill off Dolph Lundgren.
It's just like the same as Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so Tim Allen and Shaquille O'Neal was right.
That's a banger. That's a banger.
What a film that would be! Like, just thinking
I
of
want
the
that
poster.
alternative universe. That's the one I want.
Yeah, which universe is that one?
Because Tim Allen.
That's as he's pulling the string and condom out. Gets the lighter fluid, burns, and he's like, oh.
Oh no.
All right. One of the dumbest fucking questions.
This is my favorite question.
You really like this question, but it's only because it's stupid. If Tim Burton was holding a Helena Bonham Carter to your head and would only let you live if you got one line from this film tattooed on you, what line would that be? Peter?
Oh fuck! I was hoping you didn't ask me first because I was like, I had to think about this.
Do you want me to go first? Because
Yeah,
I've got
please.
one. I've got one. All right, so just to be clear, if Tim Burton was holding a Helena Bonham Carter to my head and would only let me live if I got one line tattooed from the film, that line would be, "You with me or you need me to draw it in fucking crayon?" Because like...
That's actually a pretty good one.
And it'll have an...
I can see Aaron saying that to someone like, do you understand or do you need me to do it in fucking crayon? Like,
I think it's because I have said it like a lot. Like, did you need me to draw this to you in fucking crayon or something? And then like I see it in the movie and I was like, huh, that's where I've got this from. And I'd definitely get that tattooed on me.
yeah.
Absolutely. Like, there's a bunch of like little cheeky one-liners or like just... I was thinking Nicolas Cage's face as he gets like fresh air and sunshine for the first time, where he's got like his fucking mullet and this goofy grin on his face, like, oh yeah,
Used to do it in Keanu Reeves' voice, please.
oh yeah, the sun, it hits my face, like, dude,
Gnarly.
And I want that would have been like if I was doing a back piece, it would be that. But if I'm just doing like a cheeky little like a quote, like this is the quote of my life, it would be, "You with me or do I need to draw in fucking crayon?"
That's pretty perfect, actually.
That's so good.
Peter, back to you. How'd you go?
Fuck. I mean, I was stuck on like because every time like I ever think of it, it always goes to that bunny back in the box thing. But like, man, that is just like the like top level stuff. Like it's pretty easy. So
Disappointment.
just that.
Disappointment.
Everyone's like, why do you have this point? Like, it's from like Conair.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were such a disappointment.
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 I think I'm nailing that. I'm just saying. Sorry, your tattoo.
I mean, my favorite quote for the film is the Cyrus thing about how nothing makes him sadder than when the angel loses his bladder on the airplane. I don't know. That's just funny shit to me. That's a lot to get tattooed on you, though. But
yeah, that would be it would be doable. But then I think afterwards you'd have to have a picture of like just John Malkovich's face, just with that face of like, fuck yeah, I did it.
yeah. It had to be something like that, and I don't think it'd be on the arm. It might maybe be like a back piece or something like that.
Yeah, nice.
I would get the license plate because it's AZZ space KIKR ass kicker.
Yeah.
Just get the license
Ass kicker.
plate.
Yeah.
I just read that when I was looking at As Kicker, and I was like, that's not even his name. What the hell? Like, I didn't even click until just then. It was like As Kicker. I was just like, I swear that's not his name, and then just like moved on.
Jesus Christ.
It means ass kicker. Ah, I'm an idiot. I'm from Alabama.
All right. So with pointless side characters, a film that sets up a lot of things that never come back. It did not go nearly stupid enough. It has a lot of bad accents. It has a flawed jail sentence. He was arrested in Alabama and convicted in California. There was no safeguards for the plane. John Malkovich is way too good for this fucking film. The whole thing could have been stopped numerous times, and also no one makes a good joke or punchline in regards to being the cure for the virus. I think what we're trying to say is that I guess that Conair...
It's a bit shady.
No, it was a lot of like, right there.
Thank you for listening to what was another episode of It's a Bit Shit. If we enraged you, or if we made you laugh, or if you just got some joy out of it, please do us a solid. Share it with your friends, put it on social media, all the good stuff. Do it for us. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to Curtis Lambert for coming on. Please check out his production company, Technicolour Horizon. They are doing some great things in the indie field, especially here in Far North Queensland. We're going to get a lot of that. They have wrapped filming on their feature film, The Last Spark, which is a collection of horror shorts. I'm really excited to see the final product because Curtis's mind can go so dark, and I'm so interested to see what comes out of it. But thank you again, Curtis, for coming on. It was really a treat. You can find us on Facebook, / It's a Bit Shit, Twitter, It's a Bit Shit 1. We have a subreddit, It's a Bit Shit, and Instagram, It's a Bit Shit with 3 eyes. Thank you again for listening. Please join us for our next episode in 2 weeks' time.
I've got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the
How are you?
Hey, buddy.
It's good to see you.
Hey.